When you're in your true divine feminine energy, gifts don't faze you. Money does not faze you. All of these material 3D ass things do not fucking faze you. What truly is important is who is able and who has the mental, spiritual capacity and maturity to nurture the divine feminine. You could bring an offering to a goddess, but a goddess is going to be picky about what offering she accepts.
You're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Big up to my good vibes, just send me. Make sure you are showing up for yourself and loving yourself to infinity and beyond. Now let us get into the video. Indeed we shall. Pay a like, pay a comment, pay a sub, pay attention. Let's get it.
Nicola Tesla said if you understood the significance of 369, you'd have the keys to the universe. And that made me want to go look at the periodic table. And lithium has an atomic number of 3, carbon has an atomic number of 6, and fluorine has an atomic number of 9. And when you add those things all together, it's basically the things that are used in high energy storage batteries or batteries with very, very high density energy. And that just makes me think like 369, add those together, it's a battery, almost like a heartbeat, it's like a pulse, like electromagnetic, like that's interesting, battery charging, all of that. But then when the battery is discharging, the carbon and the fluorine, their bonds break apart. And then the fluorine combines with the lithium, and then that becomes lithium fluorine. And if you look at the symbol for that, it's LIF, which looks like life, right? But there's no C there, which is the carbon, which is just the middle part. It's just the middleman. But like 3 being like the beginning, the start, and then 9 being the completion, and then C just being the life in the middle, carbon, because we're carbon-based beings, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, that whole thing. I feel like that's part of the 369 mystery, or like the significance of it. Like, I feel like the periodic table has something to do with that. I feel like I'm putting some pieces together, you know?
He be cooking. 6 is the number of man, which makes sense in the way that it equates to life in the physical, as in mankind and womankind. Yeah, he's definitely cooking. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I think yeah, he figuring some stuff out here, you know. Made me think, for sure. Yeah, give me your thoughts.
Animal workouts is how I got lean, spiritual family. I'm gonna put you guys through the workouts that I do every other day. It's a full body, cross-functional exercise that's gonna have you burning fat for the entire day. Remember, I'm fasting while I'm doing these workouts too, because I'm intermittent fasting, dry fasting. I do 3, 6, or 9 of these, down, back, one way or the other. Animal workouts. And I switch it up. Frog hops, boom, and we're good right there. You see, simple animal workouts. I'm getting back to nature. I'm grounding while I'm doing it, touching the earth. My entire body is activated. You can see I'm gassed. I'm doing it in the sun. We already know sunlight is great for us. So try these animal workouts if you want to get shredded like Neat Netaru and Light Black Buddha. Hashtag love and light.
I want to get shredded. So if y'all see me in the park doing that, don't call the police on me. I'm trying to get shredded. You know, I'm getting shredded. That's all. All right. Don't call the police. Don't call animal control. Don't call nothing. Nobody. Matter of fact, come and do it with me. Let's get shredded together. I'm gonna try that though. Like, serious. Like, that look. It looks easy, but I know it's not. You know, especially if you're doing that in like intervals of multiple intervals of it or something. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. It looked crazy, but I know it works. Throughout my life experience, I've come to the realization of the crazier it looks, the more effective it is. You see what I'm saying? I don't know.
Thumbing through the rubber bands, I see dead faces. She say, "Hola, amigo, more for with me on vacation." She don't understand me, but she understand it paper. No, I'm not in it, that I understand it's in her nature. She say, "On the lane, baby, on the way." I got 100 plays, all up in my face.
You vibrate undeniably high because you put in the work for years. You vibrate undeniably high because you're your own best friend. You vibrate undeniably high because you've overcome things that you haven't even begun to tell the world about. You vibrate undeniably high because you deal with things to this day that you don't allow yourself to succumb to. You vibrate undeniably high because you're genuine and you're sincere. You vibrate undeniably high because you do. So in my opinion, you're too elevated to be feeding into or giving into low frequency bait. We can tell the difference between the frequencies. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to explain. We feel you. We see you. That's all that matters.
That is correct. Everything does not merit a response. You don't have to respond to everything. Just, you know who you are, and like that's that. And it's so true that your frequency is felt. Like, I've walked into rooms and people have turned around and just stared at me. I've also walked into rooms and people have walked out. So, they feeling something. I don't know. Hopefully it's the good. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might get the good, the bad, and the ugly. But, I try to remain high as possible. I am remaining high as possible. It's not even like, I can't explain to you guys what be going on, but I level up very quickly, and I'm just like, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for that, and grateful. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about what he said. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Let's talk about why the demiurges need you asleep. See, y'all gotta remember that the elites don't control this realm with money. I know y'all was programmed to think that, but they don't. They run this realm with unconsciousness. They run this reality with ignorance. They run this reality from you being asleep. See, they built the highly intelligent system that runs off of your lack of awareness. Your energy powers their system. Your energy powers their agenda. And the less aware you are, the more control they have. See, the demiurges isn't just one being. It's a whole network of false architects. They're essentially spiritual parasites that feed off a low vibration in physical flesh and in spiritual form. They need your trauma. They need your fear. They need your division. They need your ignorance. They need you not to know who you are. They need you in survival mode. They need you stuck in illusion. They need you distracted by race, gender, and politics. Essentially anything from keeping you from remembering who you truly is. Because look, think of it like this. Even if 10% of the world woke up, everything falls. The whole matrix stops. They have nothing to live off of and feed off of. It's like a bully having nobody to come to the school to bully. See, one of their tactics is that they made you to believe that you small and that they big, that they control the world and that you don't. But it's really the opposite. You are the source code in motion. This is spiritual warfare disguised as everyday life. Y'all gotta remember that. Y'all gotta know that. Y'all gotta see that. Stay aware, stay sovereign, and remember, don't feed the matrix. This is Cowley dropping some good esoteric information for y'all, some food for thought. If y'all like this type of information, make sure y'all follow for more. Vibrate high or die.
Your soul was actually never meant to know the news of the world. Human beings were meant to live in small organic communities of about 150 people. And part of the reason for that is you're just literally not supposed to know about the tragedy that's taking place right now in the Congo. We think that to be a responsible human being, this is one of the internet disciple lies. We've all just been taught this. I'm not shaming anyone. We've just been mentored into this way of living. We think that to be a responsible human being, you need to know what's happening in Ukraine. You need to know what Trump just did. You need to, all of it. You need to know about the heartache that's taking place in the African civil wars right now or in Somalia. Folks, that's a lie. Your brain was literally not created for omniscience. You're not meant to know the tragedy of the world. And so learning to reduce your news intake, if you want to reduce anxiety in your children, make their world smaller.
Everybody is right in their own perception of life. Every single religion is correct. There's evidence that backs up every single religion. There's also evidence that disproves every single religion. Look at this pouch. Do you see green? I see green, but there's other people watching this video who don't see green. There's people in the world who are colorblind, so we don't know what they actually see. I can see that this is green. You can see that this is yellow. She can see that this is red, and he can see that this is blue. So are any of us wrong? No. We're all right based on our own personal experience of life, based on our own 5 senses that we have. She really believes this is red. He really believes this is blue. But to you, this is yellow. But to me, this is green. We all are right. We all are correct in our own perceptions of life. Everything that we believe as humans, everything we've come to know is both right and wrong in our own respective rights. Everything is everything, and everything is nothing.
Word of advice, don't expect people to understand you. Especially if you're a spiritual being, your perspective is way enlightened than more people. You're only going to stress yourself out trying to get people who are ignorant to understand your perspective, because there's no way they can see that. They have not even opened up the...
Now, here's what I learned, Wisdomwise. When you step up and say, God, hold on, I'm gonna solve this problem, I'll be right back. God comes with you. No parent will let their child go to war and just be like, okay, you go on. Most of the time when a parent sees their child trying, they will come automatically to their aid. No prayer, no begging, no pleading. This is the spiritual walk. This is what it means to choose to be spiritually minded. Back off a little bit from the supernatural and just come to the practical real quick. Just real practical. Because when spirituality is practical in your life, God is practical in your life. I ain't even gonna tell you how I got here to this podium right here. I can't, we are marveling over this. We just sit in the back just, you can't, God is awesome. And when you walk in that, no planning on the planet Earth can achieve the things that you can achieve in Christ.
Have you ever had people get mad at you because you don't want to socialize with them? They get mad at you because you choose not to be super friendly to every single person that walk past you. They'll even take it personal too. One of those, it ain't you, it's me. It's me, it's not you. See, we done already been through these situations where we try to be cool and friendly with everybody and it backfired. They end up thinking they can play in our face. We've already had the time wasted, the betrayal, the jealousy and envy, the trying to explain ourselves to you. You're never gonna understand. It ain't that we not friendly, man. It's just, we just don't like wasted energy. The first time we meet you, we observing to see, is this gonna be a waste of my time and energy or what? See, we over the faking, the acting, all the debating. Over with, we don't argue with fools.
I know that's right. I done been through all of that plus some. And I know that most of y'all have as well. You know, after a certain amount of your time and energy is wasted, like it's like you snap into it. It's like, oh, okay. Well, be careful on what I, waste. Well, not waste, but spend time and energy on, and who I spend time and energy on. 9 times out of 10, it should be yourself. Actually, that's 10 times out of 10. Let me correct myself. But, y'all let me know if y'all agree or disagree,
When you get right with God, man, do not get to the point of enlightenment when you start judging people. You're not supposed to judge people. You're not supposed to be putting people down. We all got our own story. We all walk our own path. You know what I'm saying? You show empathy. You show compassion. You show grace to people. And whenever they get right, you accept them with open arms. Straight like that. When I became a Christian, I told myself, I'm not finna be comparing my journey to other people. I'm not finna be putting people down. Can't do it. Because I realized, I say, man, we all are one. We all are. I learned to stop being hard on myself so I don't be hard on other people no more. Because now, I get it. I understand. I walk that walk. I'm a walking testimony, seriously. I can't get to a certain point of enlightenment and begin to look down on people and judge people. Because one day I will be judged. Come on now. I'm going to be held accountable. Granted, I'm not perfect. And I never portray that I'm perfect, But like I say, extend your heart, extend your ear to people. Listen to people, understand them. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to judge. It's easy to talk mess about people. You know what I'm saying? But do the right thing. Show people compassion. Show people empathy. Be there for people, even if it is from a distance. This is why we pray for people. Come on now, we can still protect our energy while still sending love out to people. For the ones that know, they know.
The knowledge, oh yeah, that's been here. The resources, that's been here. The truth, that's been here too. Just a little bit tampered with. Realize that we're not discovering nothing new. Everything that's here has been esoteric or hidden away from us just because they know that it will unlock a certain part of ourselves that's gonna cause fucking chaos. They know that if we remember who the fuck we are, we're gonna be walking around this bitch like we the almighty, which as we should. Walk around this mug like we super confident and cocky. Whole time you just remembering who you are, you just giving that trust and foundation within your divine essence. But realize that all of that shit been here. You feel me? All of that shit been here. Just do conscious research so you can lock in on exactly what you want to figure out. If you want to figure out something, the resources are here for you to do that. If you want to figure out something, the knowledge is here for you to do that. If you want to find out something, the truth is here for you to do that. All you gotta do
is lock in on what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? The universe can't give you something that you just imagine. You have to convict that within your mind. You have to be solely confident within that vision coming to fruition. Know that everything is going exactly how it's supposed to. Don't allow these people to trick you and make it seem like they figuring out some brand new shit, some secret ass shit, some resource shit, bro. All of this is here for us. You feel me? But y'all control the game. I love y'all.
Y'all tell me this. Why do we go searching these outside sources and places when we're looking for God? Why do we go searching high and low looking for God when God already dwells inside of us? When I came to the realization that I am God and God is me, God and I are one, and that He dwells eternally, internally, my mind was blown. My life and my perspective changed. The abundance and the overflow that you are searching for, the voice of God that you're searching for externally already dwells inside of you. He has equipped you with all the tools necessary to be more than a conqueror in this lifetime. You have to tap in and really discover the source that dwells inside of you. I hope this resonates with you guys. I'll catch y'all next time. Let me know what y'all think about this too.
She definitely ate. She ate. That's all.
The ancestors worked through us all. It's all about who willing to listen, who willing to tap in, right? So the reason I never critique what other teachers teach is because who am I to attack what was told to you by whatever source you went to within? You get what I'm saying? And that's only on the deepest of levels where you understand that. You feel me? Like, I can never sit here, or none of us can never sit here and say that we know all that there is to know within these 12 universes, within this multiverse. We can't do that. And you are not even here to do that. You didn't descend on this plane to use your power to attack or question. You feel me? The only people you should be questioning if you got carbon in your skin is these white racist motherfuckers who took the planet from us, fam. Period. That's who you should be questioning. You feel me? That's who you attack. You feel me? But y'all want to throw arrows at self. And self, I'm not even knocking you. It's just sad.
Okay, so I don't like the hate train for it coming from either side. You know what I mean? We're all one, right? So what are we doing? I agree with, most of everything else what he said, but I don't think in terms of, just color, because let me tell y'all a story. So I almost burnt down my house. Now me growing up Pentecostal, and pro-black, although I'm light bright, but pro-black nonetheless, right? Almost burnt my house down, and guess who saved me? It's one of my neighbors. He daggone kicked the door in, trying to wake me up. I was knocked out, and it was crazy because I got out of the hospital. They gave me some medication. I took the medication, fell asleep, and dang near was in some type of sleep paralysis or whatever. And I left the stove on. There's a pot of grease on the stove. Crazy work, right? Anyway, just giving y'all a little background by myself. I said I grew up Pentecostal, pro-black. Guess who saved me? It was a gay white dude. I don't think in those terms like that, because there's good and there's bad. There's wicked and there's righteous. There's angels, there's demons. This is, you know what I mean? Like, there's that color stuff. We got to snap out of that. Like, we really got to snap out of that. You have no clue how much we have to snap out of that. He saved my life. For real. Like, there was black smoke rising from, like I had to go to the hospital for smoke inhalation. Like, he saved my life. Like, that's what really happened. But, you know, anyway, food for thought.
Energetic liberation and liberating the mind is important to reaching full human potential, because we know that genetically within the strands of our DNA we have 64 amino acids, and we only actually use 20 of those amino acids which are activated. And so your amino acids, right, are activated through emotional vibration. And emotional vibration is not only an electromagnetic vibration within the DNA, is not only produced within the heart and the, the nervous system, but it's also produced within the mind, within the, aka the megahertz frequency of the brain. And so we know that your heart, through neurocardiology, talks to your brain. Your heart has brain cells, it has the capacity to remember. And we know that your heart actually tells your brain what to do, and your brain tells your body how to react to the will of the heart. And so this is why in Egyptian culture they put the heart on the scale instead of the brain, because in order to change somebody's mind, you don't change the way they think, you change the way they feel. If you change somebody's heart, you're going to change their mind. This is why they say nothing is more powerful than love. And so since the world is being brainwashed and molded to become more cold-hearted, we're becoming more cold-minded and closed-minded at that.
Heaven is not a specific place that you go to. Heaven is experienced through the mind. Heaven is in the mental, the astral realm. Just think about it. When you die, you're no longer in the physical realm anymore. So you can reach heaven anytime you so choose. Heaven is accessed through your consciousness. But yes, you do have to earn your way into heaven, just not the way religion tells you to. Heaven is just experiencing the ultimate bliss, peace, tranquility. No fear, no anxiety, no worry. It's just paradise. The best way to access heaven while you're still here on earth is literally through your chakras. Align your chakras. Then when you reach the 7th one, that's when you achieve enlightenment. You achieve nirvana, heaven, bliss. Ever notice how they tell you that everyone's heaven is different? Everyone's personal heaven is different? That's why, because heaven is not an objective place that we all just go to. It's a subjective place that we all experience. It's a state of mind. It's a state of being. It's not a physical place. Your body ain't even yours. You're using it to experience physical reality. You were in the mental realm, the astral realm first, before you borrowed this body to experience this third density.
So what we need to do as a whole is begin to put ourselves in position to have the knowledge, have the wisdom to be able to make these moves and to work with the energy that is being given to this planet by our ancestral realm. The shift is happening right now. It's an inevitable process. There's nothing that these demonic entities can do to stop the rising of the black god. You know, there's nothing that can take place. You need to fear nothing. You need to stay away from the propaganda. You need to align yourself with individuals who are on the journey of raising their consciousness. You need to be in a space of love and growth and development and peace. You do not need to be entertaining any negative and low vibrational energies. You need to be aligned with yourself right now. It is more important than ever to be aligned with who you are as an individual. You feel me? You need to be discovering who you are, what you want to do, how you're going to do it. You know? You're not going to have all the answers overnight. This is not an overnight game. You feel me? That's something that December 21st taught me.
Quick thought. I grew up in the church based on what my mama, them, and my dear, and my grandma, them taught me. No fault of theirs. That's just how we are. But I remember growing up in church and they told me that certain things is bad. From certain cultures. I want to ask a good question. I want to ask a real question. What's so bad about this? First, you gotta see this. So you got this esoteric anatomy, the body as consciousness, right? So I'm reading this, right? And read this. It says, first of all, that looks creepy. That looks creepy. But this is just the elements of who we are to make up who we are. But anyway, read this. We already have what we are seeking. It is only the business of the impurity of our mind that clouds our perception of the sunshine of our being.
What's the quickest way to enlightenment?
Quick is not always safe. But those who want to be quick, they have to prepare themselves to a certain level of talent. At the same time, another dimension of it is, you're only looking for what is within you. Why should it take time? Enlightenment itself doesn't take time. For you to become willing, you may take time. People take a whole lot of time to do that because they're identified with every thought, with every emotion, with just about anything they touch. If you're willing to drop all that right now, it's quick, super quick, it's right now.
Of course, there is no death. Death is the great illusion. The body simply, the soul simply changes form. And when life is eternal, life goes on forever. In fact, there are two lessons that he taught me. He said, if you take these two lessons, everything else in your life will make sense suddenly, and you'll have no more worries. These two are quite simple. Life is eternal, and we're all one. There's nobody in the room but you, in various forms. You treat that person across the table exactly as you would choose to treat yourself. And then don't fear about death, because you can't possibly die, but you'll change into another form.
Lucifer is not the problem. Your mind is the problem. The mind of the human being is the problem. You really want to get ahead of that person that did you wrong? You don't think that karma is going to get them? You really think that God doesn't have angels and you don't have angels assigned to you when you were coming out the cooch? It's just, you have to trust. It's called faith. Believe. Know that He is there. When we look inside the mirror, it has to be because we're looking inside the Bible. That is your daily spiritual food. If you're not reading your word, if you're not in your word deep, and if you're not understanding that this word is real, you're not going to feel how I feel. You're not going to understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that's going on is coming straight from out the Bible. We don't got nothing to fight for. We don't got nothing. All the army people, the CIA, the FBI, everybody is in a spiritual war. They're protecting Jesus Christ. And if He falls off, we all fall off.
Why would you think about the past if you can't change it? It happened. Stay in the present. Why would you think about the future and it ain't gonna happen exactly how you want it? Stay in the present. The more you stay in the present moment, you get this deep sense of higher self that knows everything. It's who you really are. It knows everything that you chasing. It knows all the secrets. It's a higher intelligence. It's you. You can call it God. You can call it higher consciousness, higher self, motherfucking Christ conscious, whatever you want. It's in you right now. It's locked away because you never focus on yourself. You don't see nothing that's in front of you, my nigga. Right now, sit here and ask yourself, I wonder what my next thought going to be. When you do that, you putting your ego on the spot. Now your ego is, oh my God, he's paying attention to me. You are not your ego. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts create your whole world. You think you need 1 million followers. You think you need 2 million, 3 million. You think you need to be a bad bitch. You think you need... Your higher self that's with you at all times already is what you think you need. The more you focus on yourself, it starts to become uncomfortable. This is all ego. It's not you. You're watching it. You are the watcher. You get what I'm saying? You are the one watching how you feel. You are always present no matter what. When you go to nature, When you go to nature, turn your fucking mind off. Just be present in nature. Focus on what's in front of you. Don't be thinking about social media. Don't be thinking about drama that's on social media. When you brushing your teeth, pay attention to your tooth. Pay attention to your teeth. When you brushing your teeth, normally your mind is somewhere else. Start being in the present moment.
It's time for you to wake up and see that every single thing in your life has been created to keep you asleep and in an illusion. From the moment you are born, you are given a birth certificate and a social security number. Your social security number has an inherent value, and these big corporations that run the world feed off your inherent value for the rest of your life. You are then put into a school system where you are taught to memorize and become a worker. And within this, you are fed food, which is poison. So it doesn't allow you to think clearly, and this food that poisons you makes you have to rely on pharmaceutical drugs for the rest of your life because you are always sick and have some sort of dis-ease. You are then just feeding this system for the rest of your life. You never truly know what it means to live because you live a life that has been created by a corporation and you are fed into a system. It is time for us to wake up to this. This whole entire world has been created from greed and power. And when we choose to see it, become aware of it, and choose differently moving forward and act from a place of love rather than power, that is when our world will start to shift. But it ultimately starts with you choosing to wake up and see it.
They have to learn how to command their reality into existence. That's when people say, well, how do you pray? If you don't really believe in the way that the biblical God is, well, how do you pray? I'm like, yeah, I pray. Let me tell you my prayer. My prayer is I command it. If I get on the airplane, I'm not going, oh, please help me get to my destination. I say, I command I arrive at my destination safely. That's my command. If I'm traveling somewhere, I command I arrive at my destination safely and on time. If I need something to be taken care of, I command that it happens. I command that my needs are met. That's the whole prayer. There's nothing else to say. There's no amen. There's no begging and getting on your knees and crying and whining. That doesn't exist because that's a low frequency. If I put an EEG cap on your head, and what they've done, connect it to a computer to capture your light waves leaving your brain, when you get into that somber state of crying and whining and begging and hoping and wishing, it's going to be a very low frequency vibration, a very elongated oscillation wave on the screen. Now, if I get you to stand up, stick your chest out, talk with power, I command my realities into existence. I command my needs are met. I command abundance into my life. That EEG cap is going to send to the screen a very close-in, high-frequency cosine wave. It's going to show that you're operating from a higher frequency, a higher vibration. You can see the vibration on the screen. When we're telling people you got to change your vibration, that's just not a saying.
Right.
It's real. It's a real scientific thing. And when you match the vibration that the universe has out there for you, that mirror is going to reflect back and give you back. It's going to attract to you what you're putting out. So if you're in a low vibration, you're always going to get back low vibrational things, and you're going to have a problem for every solution. But when you get into the high vibration and you command realities into existence, this universe becomes so easy. Sometimes I just sit back and go, it's so easy. And I start laughing. And my wife just look at me laughing. I'm like, this is too easy. This life is too easy. But I believe it's easy. You see, that's the difference. No matter what comes my way, no matter what tries to blindside me, or what kind of attack I get or what situation arises, at the end of the day, it's always easy. And I'm always going to overcome it. I'm always going to supersede it. I'm always going to command my own realities into existence, and I'm going to jump over every hurdle. But I believe that so hard down to my core that it has to happen. And people need to get that type of mindset.
I command you to hit the like button. I command you to leave a comment. If you find value in this content, I command you to sub up. I agree with him. We got to start commanding the things we want.
It's not a color. It's a frequency. It's a God frequency. They know that you are God, my brother. What they call God. They know that's who you are. See? That's why even when this person, when they say name Jesus, what did he tell his disciples? The kingdom is within you. He's telling you God is within you. So you're looking for a place up in the sky that you're going to go to. No, God is within you. They're telling you about this devil. Who is devil? You ever seen one? No, you can be a devil and you can be a God. Because you decide. You are the one who determine if I do wrong or I do right. You are the duality that decides. Not a person standing on your right shoulder or your left shoulder. That is all a bunch of bullshit. Excuse my French. But what I'm saying to you is, we have to come into ourselves.
See, certain individuals are spiritually protected. And I'm going to tell you how you know. Most people that are spiritually protected, if someone tries them, you know, being disloyal to them, try to hurt them, try to do all these different things to them, something terrible usually happens to them right after that, depending on how drastic they were with what they tried. Some people can't even be cursed, because if you try to curse that person, that curse will be reversed and hit you even harder than what you were trying to bring that pain to them.
Yeah, about that. I try to warn people, you know, of when it comes to me, myself, like, you know, basically, if I ain't do you nothing, don't do me nothing. You know, that should go for everybody though. You know what I'm saying? If somebody has caused no offense to you, don't, you know, why would you go out your way to harm them? You gotta make it make sense. So be careful who you know, tread upon. Be very careful.
So if you a chosen one, right, you might deal with, like, when you in public, you might deal with, like, people staring at you a lot, or you might deal with people like they just want to talk to you for no reason, or like they just want to come up to you and just touch on you for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's some chosen ones, like, they don't want to be touched. I'm one of them. Like, I don't like being touched. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't even like being stared at. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, when you a chosen one, our energy is so, like, you gotta understand, you one of a kind. You see what I'm saying? Your energy is 1 in a million. So it's like, when you walk into a room, people can sense that it's something different about you. You're not like everybody else. Your energy is not like everybody else's, where you can blend in. Chosen ones can't blend in. I don't give a fuck where you at, who you with. You gonna stand out always, because your energy, you got the most energy. Any room you step into, you gonna always have the most energy in that room. So of course eyes are gonna be drawn to you. Of course people are gonna wanna touch you all the time. Now you could say no, you could tell people not to touch you, but you gotta understand why they wanna do that. Why do they wanna come around you and be in your energy? Why do they love staring at you? Because they have never seen nothing like you. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, you are one of a kind, literally. You need to understand who and what you are. Chosen one. You're the chosen one for a reason. You see what I'm saying? The universe chose you. This is why it's like, everywhere you go, people staring at you. You could try to blend in. I don't care how much you try to blend in and fit in with the crowd. You're always gonna stand out, because you're the chosen one. You're meant for so much more. You see what I'm saying? It's like, your energy is eye-catching. People are gonna stare at you. This is why when I'm in public, I know people gonna stare at me. This is why I don't even trip on it no more. I used to get mad. I used to be like, bro, what is they looking at? But then I had to realize, like, damn, DT, you got to understand, you the chosen one. Your energy is that abundant, is that powerful. It's going to grab eyes. Everywhere you go, you're going to grab attention. And the thing is, chosen ones, we don't even give a fuck about attention. I don't even care about attention. But since I don't care about it, it's drawn to me. Like, that's how the universe works. If you don't give a fuck about something, it's going to come to you. Like, if you a person and you give a fuck about money, and you're chasing money, you're never going to have money. But if you're a person and you don't really, like, you attract money, you don't really give a fuck about money, it's gonna come to you. That's how it is with anything in life. If you chase something, it's gonna run from you. You see what I'm saying? So with us not giving a fuck about attention, we attention drawers. Like, we get attention everywhere we go, but we don't care about it. We don't even want it. I want to stay as low key as possible, but your energy too powerful. You could never stay low key. Chosen ones can't be low key. You gonna be noticed everywhere you go. And you need to know why. You see what I'm saying? It's because your energy is one of a kind. Like I said, these people ain't never seen nothing like you. This planet has never seen nothing like you. It could never be another you. It could never be another you. Always remember that. So don't get mad when people staring at you. Don't get mad when people trying to talk to you. Now, they trying to touch you. You can say no. You don't have to let people touch you. But don't be surprised when people be trying to touch you in public. It probably happens to you all the time. You in the store, right? You minding your business. You came there to get what you gonna get. You on this aisle, and you ever get somebody walk up behind you, you not even in their way though. You not in their way at all, and they come tap you on your shoulder talking about, hey, excuse me. Like, you not in their way, but they still want to touch on you talking about something, excuse me. Like, bro, I see what you doing. You trying to take my energy from me, but it's like they are drawn to you. It's like bugs drawn to a light. You ever seen like at nighttime it be hella bugs around that bright ass light? Like, they are drawn to you. They can't help themselves. Like I said, you one of a kind. I'll show you.
I agree with him. I know some of y'all don't even like going outside, you know. And I mean, when you spiritually aware, you can feel like the eyeballs on you. You can feel people staring. You just can feel the energy and around you. So, yeah. But, you know, let me know if y'all have experienced this, or, you know.
Believe in spirits and ghosts? Okay. One of the things we must clarify, we don't deal with the word belief. Right. Yeah, because you can believe anything you want, and we don't like stop people from believing. We respect everyone's beliefs. You can have a belief, but the reality is like there's higher levels. Belief leads you to knowing, and if you look at the word belief or believe, literally you can see the word lie in the middle of those two words. And what I mean by that is you can believe in Father Christmas. You can believe pigs can fly. You can believe whatever you want, but it doesn't make it true. And when you actually go and do a study of what does the word belief mean, like if you go on Google now, we've got smartphones, search what does the word belief mean, it will literally tell you that belief means the acceptance of things you do not know or cannot prove.
So is there a God?
There is all that is. This is how we refer to what you call God. Everything is made of God. Existence itself is a self-aware intelligence. Everything is made of God. There's nothing else to make anything from. It is all that is.
Can you tell me about creation? About how it all began?
It didn't begin. Existence only exists. It is what is. It is not subject to the idea of time. Time is subject to it. So existence itself has no beginning and no end. I know that is sometimes a challenge to wrap human minds around, but nevertheless, that's the way it is. Existence has one quality, existence. It doesn't ever become non-existent, because everything that will ever not exist already fills up non-existence. By its own definition, non-existence doesn't exist. That's its quality, to not exist. So that which exists cannot become non-existent.
So how do you define God?
All that is. All that is. There is no outside. All that is.
So what is it when people pray? They'll say they pray to God.
It is putting themselves in a state of communion with higher vibration, with spirit, with all that is.
I see.
Make sense?
Yes.
Now remember, a true understanding of prayer is not the idea of asking for something that is not. The true vibratory state of prayer is one of gratitude for that which already exists. Because everything already exists. Even the thing that hasn't manifested from your point of view already exists. So the idea of asking for something in prayer is actually the function of being in the state, the vibratory state of being that knows such a thing is already within you, is already given to you. And thus then you put yourself in the appropriate state of gratitude for already receiving. And thus by being in that state, it more easily manifests in your physical reality because you're in the proper state for you to be able to perceive the manifestation that already exists in potentiality around you.
I see.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
The way that he explains is something about it. It just clicks. It clicks. You know what I mean? Like, and you can actually go look in the Bible and find the exact information that he's telling you. You know, it should click. But, you know, let me know if you guys see it a different way. You know what I mean? I'd love to hear it. Let me know your POV.
I don't think we're in the third dimension anymore. I think we timeline jumped. And there's a theory going around right now that Trump survived that shot because we timeline jumped, because in The Simpsons, he died or some shit. He got shot and died, but I guess we timeline jumped into the new world, the positive timeline, and he survived. So this shit is crazy, and I kind of believe it, because look at this fucking sky. Like, you can't tell me we're in the third dimension anymore. Even the shadows that everyone's been seeing by the side of their eyes and shit. It's just this realm does not feel physical anymore. I know people's dreams have been intense. This shit feels like we are in the spiritual realm. It feels less dense. Tell me this shit don't look like a movie. Look at this fucking view. We are definitely in a new timeline. Holy shit.
As within, so without.
Divine message.
What you put inside your body is key. There is a war for your mind, feeding you with low vibrational foods, turning you into a machine. Break free. Alkaline foods crystallize your body, connecting you to your soul family, a divine aura of protection, making you invincible, guiding you to your full potential.
So if you think you're doing meditation wrong because your brain won't shut off, here's the solution. Just listen. See how at peace you can become with all of the fearful thoughts it say, all of the outrageous shit it say, all of the nonsense it start talking. See if you can just be at peace with that. The more we get at peace with what we hear in our head, the more we don't throw off our manifestations. So for meditation today, don't even focus on trying to quote unquote turn the brain off. Just be at peace with what you hear. Whatever it say, listen to it. If it say some scary shit, just listen to it. Feel how your body get when you feel the fear. So the meditation is just listen. Just focus on your inhales and your exhale. Whatever the mind say, don't matter. Because you at peace. If you really at peace, then it does not matter what that shit says. The more you get at peace with it, the more it starts saying different shit. It's going to start switching its thought pattern. Because it's no longer irritating you. And you no longer generating more thoughts that's fearful, irritating, scary, etc. You're gonna start just emitting this frequency of peace to the point where your brain and your mind gonna have to do the same thing eventually. So just be aware of what it's saying, don't care what it's saying, and just flow with it. Just listen to it. Regardless, we at peace. I'll guide you on a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now do it by yourself and just breathe and be at peace with everything you hear in your head. That's the meditation. Not to shut it off, but to be at peace with what you hear. I love you. Let's go to the kingdom. Just listen.
So you want to find a quiet place, whether it's in your home or somewhere in nature. Close your eyes and breathe. When you breathe, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Try to breathe in patterns. I usually do 6 seconds in and 6 seconds out. You focus on your breath because the breath lies inside the body. And the whole point is to take your conscious from out the external world into your inner world, into your mind. So focusing on your breath will force your conscious from outside your body to inside your body, because that's where the magic happens. Practice quieting your mind, quieting your thoughts for the first few times, because it's going to be noisy. You don't necessarily have to force your mind to be quiet. It'll do that on its own. But try to time yourself and see how long you can sit with yourself in silence without getting agitated, without getting aggravated, and without getting anxious. I usually play meditation music, sometimes with singing. And by the time I open my eyes, I can look and see how long the music been playing, and that'll give me an idea of how long I've been sitting down, right? Try to sit as long as you can. My first few times was only like 3 to 5 minutes. So you don't have to really try to be a professional at it. Just roll with the flow. But each time I sat down with myself and meditated, that number got higher. I was able to reach up to like an hour and 5 minutes. And like I say, the first few times, your lower self will be fighting with you to open your eyes so it can be back one with the physical, but fight it. Fight it as long as you can. You don't really have to force it too much, but fight it as long as you can. Just remember why you started and remember where you're trying to go. By meditating, use your visualization to attract what you want or want to become. And in the meantime, just use your imagination and your visualization to create your reality. Remember, everything starts with thought. Everything that's around you was once somebody's thought. I wanted peace, and I manifested peace. You can do the same thing. Yeah, the game was over when I found out that I had the power to manifest the reality that I desire. Hit that follow button.
A song just popped in my head when he was talking about this, and you know, it correlates with what he was saying, but I don't know if y'all heard this. I might be telling my age, but it's the sky is the limit, and you know that you just keep on pressing on. Sky is the limit, and you know, y'all know that song. Anyway, I ain't go. Yo, y'all remember that? Yes, I'm Yunty. For all the people that that know about that song, you know I'm Yunty. We Yunty. Let me know what you think about that.
Peace, love, and light. What is meditation? Meditation is the art of calming one's mind and finding true inner peace. Meditation is the point where the mind, body, and spirit converge, creating tranquility and balance. Meditation is key for practicing stillness and practicing being in the moment, being in the present, being appreciative, not worrying about yesterday's problems, not worrying about tomorrow's problems, but only focusing in on the now and what you control right now. Meditation is the gateway to the divine. It is a portal that transcends the limitations of the physical world and connects us with the infinite realms of consciousness that lies within us, because we are gods. You are a god. I am a god. We have infinite abilities that lies deep within us, infinite levels of consciousness that lies deep within us. Meditation helps you achieve these things and unlock these things. It teaches you to be still. It teaches you to be patient. It teaches you pure oneness, pure inner peace. It teaches you to just be still and love thyself, because you can't love others until you know what it is to fully love yourself. If you can't sit still and be with yourself, ask yourself, do you really love yourself? Because if you did, meditation should be your best friend, because you should be able to sit with yourself for you can't really put a time frame on it. You can sit for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, but just sitting still with self just shows you how much you love yourself. Meditation will take you to new heights of consciousness you never knew you had access to. You will start thinking differently. You will start breathing differently. Your manifestations will be out of this world, because you will be tapped into the divine. You will be able to block out all distractions, all noises, and just focus in on you, because you are what's important. The light that lies within you is what's important. And meditation will help you achieve this. It's going to help you quiet your mind. It's going to help you kill and get rid of the ego. The biggest liar of them all is our ego. Remember, you are not your thoughts, but the watcher of your thoughts. Again, you are not your thoughts, you are the watcher of your thoughts. You are in control. You can manifest whatever it is you want into this reality. You have to focus, quiet the mind, sit still with self, love self, and watch how the world around you starts to change. Focus in on your breath. I love you, family.
Ever heard of Enoch? Not the city, but the biblical figure who never died. Let's dive into his family tree. Enoch was the son of Jared, grandson of Mahalalel, and great-grandson of Kenan. Keep going back and you'll hit Seth, the third son of Adam and Eve. Now, here's where it gets wild. Enoch lived for 365 years, then poof, he vanished because God took him. No death, just straight to the divine VIP lounge. But wait, there's more. Enoch's son was Methuselah, the oldest person in the Bible at 969 years. Talk about longevity genes. And Methuselah's grandson, none other than Noah, the ark builder himself. So next time someone asks about Enoch, you can drop this genealogical bombshell and watch their minds explode.
Because Jesus came, he thinks Jesus coming back. But Jesus is consciousness, right? Jesus is consciousness. He thinks Jesus coming back, but Jesus already came and did what he did. Jesus said God is within, right? So everybody looking for Jesus to come back. Jesus said, if you look up, then the birds will get to heaven before you. If you look down, then the fish will get to hell before you. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. If you want to find Jesus, look within, right? A lot of people don't know this. See, Jesus is consciousness. See, in 400 AD, they changed the Bible.
Let me know if y'all agree or disagree on that.
You must heal first. Okay? You have to heal. You're not going to pick up on anything until you heal yourself. Do you know how to heal yourself? Stop being scared to go inside yourself. You don't need a book. You don't need earth's teachings. You don't need a school. You don't need an encyclopedia, a dictionary, the internet, none of that. All the answers that you are looking for are inside of you. And stop looking for the Father outside of you. He ain't out there. He's inside of you. In each and every one of you. The only ones of you who don't have the Father inside of you are the ones who don't belong on this planet. But the ones who belong here, stop being scared to take time out your day and start loving yourself. Okay? Unconditional love. That's what the universe is about. Unconditional love. Give that love to yourself. Take some time out your day. Quiet yourself down, your mind, and sit with yourself, even in the dark if you have to, because you come from darkness. A lot of you are scared to go sit in that darkness. Sit in it. No matter how much it hurts you, sit in it, because you're gonna come out glorious.
So who are those people that don't belong on this planet, so I can keep a lookout? Because we if they don't belong, why are they here? Whatever, y'all heard the man. Y'all gotta raise up.
I had stopped trusting human beings. Who I really trust is divine in me. Yeah. That's impeccable listening. Just Most High, show me. If I'm at the bottom, I know at that moment I said, Most High, you're going to show me something that I could never see, and I'm waiting. So I have high expectations of the divine.
You are damn right. Because every woman is a goddess. Some are goddesses of the heavenly realms. Some are goddesses of the underworld. nevertheless a goddess. Some are more like Kalima, some are more like Lakshmi, nevertheless goddesses. Some are goddess of divine order, some are goddess of chaos, nevertheless goddesses. Some are more like Oshun, some are more like Oya, nevertheless goddesses. And I'm here to remind them. Some goddesses are just sleeping in this slumber of forgetfulness. They forgot the divine essence. But that's why I'm here. Because every woman is a goddess. And yes, I believe that every woman has a golden womb. Some golden womb build, some golden womb destroyed. Either or, they are always creating. Either creating peace or creating chaos. Always creating. Yep.
Why are you so filled with fear? It is time for you to start seeing clear. You cower at the thought of responsibility, so you give it up to infinity, to the great God, to the great I am. But when will you realize that you are? You are the universe incarnated. And if you feel anger bubble to the surface when you hear this, that shows it's a deep truth. Anger is found in insecurity, and the human mind loves to reject uncertainty, but living in your ego is the most limiting cycle. You trap yourself within the limits of your own beliefs based on others' failures, insecurities, and fears. You adopt other people's tears. From years of conformity and lost dreams rejected by society, everyone preaching it's time to live in reality, when our reality is nothing but a fixed hallucination, all based on the sensation of familiarity, comfort, and confirmation. It's scary to go out into the unknown. We'd rather suffer religiously than discover new epiphanies, discover a new path, to realize we don't know anything and we can't be right about everything, to realize we spent our entire life copy and pasting and spent almost no time creating. You'll be surprised on what you'll find in the great unknown, how easy you can make heaven on earth when you thought life was supposed to be hell, how simple achieving dreams could be when you were told it's like chasing stars, how perfect life could be when you allow yourself to access who you truly are. I love you so much. This poem is to tell you that you are the creator of your reality. You can instantly manifest. You are magical. You just have to learn how to disconnect from your human brain and reconnect to your soul. I am a spiritual awareness and manifestation coach, and you can book with me in my bio. I love you so fucking much.
Oh, I love you too, sugar doodoo dumpling. I love you too.
Negative energy will latch onto you because it wants to learn, just like you.
And it needs energy.
It needs to feed off of something. You have to become enlightened and understand how negative energy works and understand how powerful you are as spiritual beings. Because if you don't, then the negative energy will continue to feed off of you.
It will.
Because of the experience that you're providing it.
Mm-hmm.
After you become enlightened and you just entered into this entirely new timeline and this space of knowledge, that negative energy has no purpose anymore.
And it has to leave.
It has to leave.
It has to leave.
It can't feed off of you anymore because there's nothing else for it to learn.
They removed the female, the woman, out of history for a reason. There's a reason why the feminine energy was removed from our history. There's a reason why the age of Pisces is run by Jesus, is controlled by Saturn, aka Kronos. If you don't know the story of Kronos, please go research the story of Kronos. Understand that the year of the 8, which was 2024, represented karma, okay? Represented your soul being trapped in a particular time frame, because Saturn rules time and time is an illusion. But it's the only way for them to keep your soul trapped in that mind frame. This is the year of the 9. This is the year of the snake. The snake represents your kundalini energy. It is your sexual power. It is your feminine energy. Divine 9. What's at the end of the word feminine? Femi 9. This is the year of completion. Last year, the year of karma, right? That was the infinity, the hourglass. Yeah, it tilted over, okay? And this is why they keep trying to, start everything all over again in order to keep you in the same time loop that you've been in this whole time. We're bringing back the year of the divine feminine and the goddesses, okay? This is the year for you to tap into your ancient goddess wisdom, okay? Your ancient goddess wisdom is what is going to resurface, is what is going to return. The woman was the first prisoner on this earth. The woman was the prisoner. Yeah, that Bible that you read, written by King James, he didn't like women. Matter of fact, he hated women. Matter of fact, he was gay. King James was gay. He liked men. He even killed his mother. Did you know he murdered his mom? The person who wrote your Bible? Did you know? I'm sorry. One of the versions of your Bible anyway. Do you know he killed his mom? Because he didn't like women? He also wrote the book of demonology. Read Demonology by King James. They removed the woman for a reason. But we are the original. And we're coming back this year. The feminine energy. We're speaking of energy and frequency and vibration. The energy and the frequency and the vibration of the divine feminine is returning. We've been in the masculine, like I said, for the right side. On the right side of our body is ruled by the masculine. We are tapping into the left side in order to bring the yin yang balance back into this reality. Stay tuned.
Now, I heard he was gay before, but I ain't hear about him killing his mama. He killed his mama? Did he kill his mama? Y'all, he killed his mama for real? That's crazy. Yo, let me know if y'all know about this. If y'all have any information on this, or have you heard it before? Because this is a shock to me. Let me know.
People who are not at peace within themselves will not allow you to be at peace around them either. And it's not personal, it's just physics. When your frequency is high, you're vibrating at a level of peace, gratitude, love. And even though the average person doesn't talk about frequency or vibration, they can feel it. They can sense when you're vibrating above them in the hierarchy of energy. And when that happens, one of three things usually occurs. 1, they rise up to meet your frequency. 2, they take a dig or jab or find some way to humble you so that you drop down to their frequency. Or 3, they distance themselves completely because your light exposes what it is within themselves that they are avoiding and they can't handle it. Understanding this is the first step towards realizing your power as a high-frequency woman. The next step is standing in it, learning how to use your voice to empower others, build community, and create the life that you deserve. And these are the exact things that I'm teaching within my upcoming free training. So if that speaks to you, then drop a crown in the comments and click the link in my bio for VIP early access to the training.
The divine feminine is not soft. She's sacred, she's fierce, and she's returning back to bring back balance. Let's talk about it. For generations, her voice was silenced. Her womb was demonized. Her intuition was mocked. But why? Because the feminine cannot be controlled. See, you were not taught to trust your body, your emotions, your knowing. You were taught to doubt it and suppress it, calling it too much or calling it rebellion. But now she is waking up within you, whether you're a man or a woman. When the feminine rises, baby, the systems, they collapse. Because this time, we're not asking to be seen. We're remembering that we are the vision. If your soul is rising with her, book that session and reclaim your blueprint. The link is in the bio.
Getting locks, wearing all the crystal bracelets, wearing the waist beads, doing yoni steams, lighting candles, none of that will make you more of a goddess than healing your feminine energy will. None of that will help you connect to spirit and source more than healing your feminine energy will. I don't care what they told y'all. It's not a look. It's not, another ritual. It's not another Yonis theme. It's not another detox. It's not any of those things. If you are skipping the part where you heal the things that have you in opposition of your feminine energy, that's what makes you a goddess. Not dressing up, cosplaying one. That's what makes you a divine feminine, dealing with them issues, that stuff that you don't want to address, the things that have you feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, the things that have you, like going against what's best for you, the things that have you not being able to place boundaries in your life, the things that have you scared to be soft, the things that have you scared to be nurturing and submissive, and all of these things, the things that have you, like running around like you got a chip on your shoulder. Those are the things that are preventing you from operating in this divine feminine goddess energy and being able to connect with source and spirit the way that you want to. It's not a look. You can get on the internet and pretend and play all day long. But at the end of the day, you know that there's something missing. And that something that's missing is that connection to feminine energy. I'm going to say it again. Feminine energy is what you are missing. It's what you are lacking. If you do not feel whole within yourself, if you do not feel safe within yourself, if you are a woman on a spiritual journey and you feel like it's just not clicking for you, you're just not connecting in the ways that you want to connect, but you're hyper masculine, hyper independent, you're a people pleaser, your discernment is off, your intuition is screwed up, you don't feel safe in your body, you don't know how to express your energy and your emotions in a proper way, it is because you need to heal and deal with the things that are keeping you in opposition of your feminine energy. Listen to me now. I'm trying to tell y'all. I talk to women every day that are going all the way around the world trying to figure out what it is. What can they do? And the answer lies in dealing with the things that keep them in opposition of feminine energy. That is what Restoring the Divinity course is about. We're going to dig into it. If you are brave enough to join this course, please be advised, we are going to dig into it. This is not a surface level course. It ain't us dressing up in head wraps and white dresses and, saying shamalama ding dong and just doing honey jars and this and that and bam, it's fixed. No, we're going to dig into them wounds. We're going to dig into that trauma. We're going to dig into these things that you don't want to talk about, the things that have you. We're going to dig into the things that you try to bury so deep and pretend that they're not there. And these things are running like open apps in the background of your life. And this is why you can't receive the fulfillment that you want. This is why you keep having the same relationship over and over with different people in different bodies. This is why you don't feel safe within your own vessel. We're going to dig into it. If you are brave enough to take this course.
I'm here to tell you that you ain't got to work as hard as you do, baby. All you got to do is learn how to stand in your power, be true to yourself, and do things that are self-serving. The moment that you start choosing for you, everything flows to you expeditiously, tremendously, and with ease.
You are a divine being of divine intelligence. You are a fragment, an expression of the universe. So when you think of yourself as divinity, think of yourself as pure abundance. Think of yourself as something, someone, an entity that can essentially create anything you desire. As long as your mind, your emotions, and in this realm, your physical body is in motion and in alignment with that which you desire.
We learned a lot. Anywho, that concludes today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Give this video a big thumbs up. Big shout out to all the creators. Go like, follow, and comment on their videos. And as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Be blessed. Peace. We out. Thank you for being a real one, for being a chill one, for hitting the sub button. Thank you for showing me love. Yeah, y'all some good vibes.